First it's, oh, Australia, then he's talking about England and all these other... Now he's talking about Sweden and Switzerland. Yeah, I am talking about Sweden and Switzerland. And I'm telling you they're the same place. They are very real, but they are the same place. I'm not saying they're fake, because they're not fake. They're real. But they are actually the same place. And for some reason, somehow, over the years, people have split these two places. People in their minds, maybe it's a government effort, people have begun to believe that these are separate destinations, when in reality they are the exact same place. There is no difference. They both start with a SW. Can you name any other countries that start with a SW? No, you can't, because there are no other countries that start with a SW. They also both have the sound in them. Sweden and Switzerland. See? There are a lot of things here that would insinuate they are the same place. You know, the reason Sweden exists and Switzerland is because they're two different names. Two different names for the exact same place. There's even two different flags. And there's a very simple explanation for this. The reason there's two names is because of different versions of English. Obviously, you have American English, and then you have British English. And if you even want to say Australia, there is Australian English. And in all of these different places, you have different words for different things. It's like, compare the US to the UK. If you say, I want some chips, in the UK that means you want some, what Americans would call fries. Whereas in the UK, Whereas in America, chips to them are what we in the UK call crisps. So what you have is an issue here where Sweden, Switzerland, it's you have one country, perhaps it's the UK, says Switzerland. Whereas the US English, they say Sweden. Because the US like to make things more simple and shorten things. That's why they take U out of favourite or out of colour. They like to make things a bit more simple for their simple population. Makes sense. And so that's where the name difference comes from. That's why people believe there are two different places. As far as the flag goes, that's simple. It was when someone was faxing across images of the flags to other countries saying, hey, we've just discovered each other, here's a picture of our flag. It was just a really bad drawer. The person drawing their country's flag to show to another country, well, like when the Switzerland people, when they got to America and they were telling each other about their country, they were drawing the picture of their flag, they just drew it wrong. Because they were stupid and they were bad at art. Pretty simple. So then obviously the rest of the world started saying, oh, so Switzerland is this place with this flag and we're calling it Switzerland, but they're calling it Sweden and they're calling it this. And suddenly you've got two entirely different countries when in reality they're the same place. Can you tell me a difference between these places? If you disagree with me, can you tell me a difference between the cultures? You, a random viewer, tell me in those comments down below. What is the difference between Sweden and Switzerland? They speak the same language. The people have the same skin color. They use the same currency. Everything about them is the same except the flag and the name. And that's because there is no difference. They are literally the same place. And I know you're watching this video thinking, this guy's talking a lot of crap. That's not the case at all. I can go on Google Maps and see there's two different places. No! You're being ridiculous. They are literally the same place. Sweden and Switzerland exist, but they are one place. The same place. And the sooner you acknowledge this and start teaching your kids this, the sooner the world will be right.